Welcome everybody to the Tridom Web App tutorial. This is a general introduction to the web app that the Space and Science team in WWF Germany made for the Tridom Conservation Area using ESRI ArcGIS software. This is for non-GIS specialists. Okay, so I'm going to do three things. I'm going to give you a quick introduction to this map. I'll talk about the layers and I will talk about the attributes. So quick introduction, here we are. This is similar to Google Maps. You have a zoom in and a zoom out function. You can also use your mouse or scroll pad, depending on what device you're using. We have a home extent. I was on it already. Home extent, and I can turn on my real-time location if I give it permission. I'm not on the map, so I'm going to turn that back off and go back to the default extent. This zoom, this scale changes depending on the zoom, and as I move my mouse around you can see the coordinates are changing as well. In the bottom corner we have an overview map to show you where you are in the world, and as you can see I am in the western side of Central Africa. Okay, so lots of different widgets on this map. You see there's the layers, I'll talk about that. There's legends, you can add data, you can do measurements, and over here you have Smart Editor where you can add data. You can filter the data, you have bookmarks, and my favorite is printing. Okay, so at the top we have a search function. This is for local searches and international. If you write in the name of something, it should scroll down. You can see the arrondissement, those are the communities. And then we have the world database as well down there. If I click on one of those, it will zoom into that area. Now you can see a collection of polygons. So this is the arrondissement layer, and you can see these darker areas. These are mining permissions and mining sites. Okay, layers. Now we're onto the layers. This is actually, unlike a paper map, you can decide what information you can see on this. And it is made up of layers and layers of geographical information. This is called a GIS, or a Geographical Information System, so it means that the information is linked by its location. I can turn on things like elephant density. I can talk about hydrology, see where the rivers are. I can put on infrastructure. That gives me the airports and the roads. In fact, if I go up here, I can turn on all the layers at once. And clearly that is too much information. So I'm going to turn them all off. And I'm just going to search for a couple of them. I'm going to put the ones back on that we were looking at earlier. So I'll put in a keyword mine for mining. You can write as little or as much as you want up here. And let's go for boundaries. You see I just start typing the word and it fills in the rest. And I will go for WDPA, these are protected areas. Okay, so when I'm now on my list, I can see that these are the only layers that are highlighted. If I want to select or put in any of these other layers, I can click on that here. If I do this triangle, it will show me either what's below it or it will show me the symbology of those layers as well. So each of these layers has a database behind it. So these features or these shapes have attributes or data connected to it, and these are in an attribute table. If I click on these 3 points, I can zoom to it, I can change in transparency, I can see at what level it's visible. There's the pop-up, and there's a view attribute table. I click on that and it shows me the data set behind it. So here we have the original names of these protected areas and what they are. If I go to the arrondissement, the communities, if I click on one of them, it will highlight on the map. You can see that. So this demonstrates the connection between the attribute table and the map itself. Okay, so that's one way of getting around. The other way is you can just click on the map, and I will click on this. What is this? This is Minkebe National Park. I'll just close that off here. get a bit more space. Okay, and you can see this is a pop-up window. It will tell you what is underneath what I've clicked. I go to the next feature underneath there, and it tells me that it's in the Haut-Netem arrondissement, and yes, we are in Gabon. So you can click on lots of different features and it will tell you what is underneath that. So this is permit to mine, to do research. And you can see there's lots of different things underneath there, and there's a mining site. Okay, so in this brief tutorial I showed you the general, the way this map works. I showed you the layers and I showed you the attribute. I will give another tutorial going into the different widgets, these things, and telling you how they work. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.